welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial will be for another hoop style earrings. If you are interested in this tutorial, keep watching and we'll get right into the video. For this project, I am using embroidery thread, a pair of hoops, my 2mm crochet hook, needle to weave in my ends, and a pair of scissors. Okay, so let's begin. To begin, I'm going to start with a loop, like so. And I'm gonna start with my hoop. I'm gonna start on the side with the latch as usual. Okay, so I'm just gonna attach my thread to my hoop with a chain one, and then I'm gonna add 2 more chains for a total of 3 chains, which will count as my first stitch. Next, I'm gonna add 9 double crochets to my hoop. So that's 1, 2, and I am trying to work over my tail. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And that gives me a total of 10 stitches. And I will, at this point, cut off my tail. Now to continue, I will chain 2, 1 and 2, and for the next side I will do 10 double crochets around this hoop. Okay, alright, so go ahead and add your 10 double crochets for the other side, and then I will meet you at the end of this round. At the end of round 1, this is what I have. So I'm going to pick up my work without chaining any. I'm just going to turn around and slip stitch in the next stitch, and the next. So that's 2, slip stitch into the third, slip stitch into the fourth, and then chain 3, which will count as a first double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Then 1 double crochet in each of the next 5 stitches for a total of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's 6 stitches counting the chain 3. Now into the chain 2 space, 2 more double crochets, which will give us 8 for this side. Now chain 2, 2 double crochets in the chain 2 space, 2, and then 1 in each of the next 6 stitches for 8 on this side. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, for round 3, I'm going to slip stitch in the first stitch, slip stitch into the second, slip stitch into the third, slip stitch into the fourth, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, which counts as our first double crochet, and now 1 double crochet into each of the next stitch. I'm gonna try there, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 double crochet into each of the next 4 stitches for a total of 5. Then 2 into the chain 2 space, chain 2, 2 more double crochet into the chain 2 space, then 1 in each of the next 5 stitches for a total of 7 on each side of the chain 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Row 4, turn the work. I'm going to slip stitch to the 5th stitch. So last time we slip stitched to the 4th, this time we're slip stitching to the 5th. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches for a total of 3. Then 2 in the chain 2 space, chain 2, and that gives us 5 on that side, and 2 more double crochets into the chain 2 space, 1 and 2, then 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochets for a total of 5 on this side. So 1, 2, and 3, just like so. And at this point we will pull up a loop and cut off our tail, because at this point we are done with this section. Okay, to begin the next part, we're gonna make a loop, and at the edge of round 1 right here, I'm gonna attach my yarn into this stitch right there, and I'm starting on the same side as I started before, the side with the latch. So in the top of that, chain 3, and then I'm going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to attach it into the edge of round 2, so that corner stitch of round 2 with a single crochet, then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and attach into that, the top of that chain 3 of round 3, attach with a single crochet. Now chain 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the edge of round 2, 1, 2, 3, sorry, round 4 is where I am attaching with a single crochet. All right, and then chain 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into this stitch right here before the chain 2 is where I'll attach. So right in the double crochet, that's before the chain 2 space. Okay, now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and into the chain 2 space I'm going to put 1 double crochet, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1 more double crochet into that space. That's in the chain 2 space. So chain 2 has a double crochet, chain 3, 1 double crochet. Now I'm going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and just like on the other side, I'm going to attach into that very first double crochet after the chain 2 space. Attach with a single crochet. So this is what I have at the very tip of my earring. Alright, and then for the other side, it's just going to be chain 4 and attaching each edge of each round. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that gets attached into the edge of round 4, the corner space. Then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll attach into the edge of round 3. Then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, attach into the edge of round 2. Then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and attach into that edge of round 1. Okay, now chain 1, turn work, and into each chain 4 space we're going to put 5 single crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And into the chain 1 space we're going to put a slip stitch. So the chain 1 that we use to attach to each corner stitch, put a slip stitch. Move over to the next chain 4 space and put 5 single crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then a slip stitch between, so it's not a single crochet, slip stitch. Okay. Then next space, 5 single crochets, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slip stitch into that single crochet space. In the next space, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slip stitch into that single crochet space, and that takes us up to the peak. Okay, into the next space we're putting 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then 1 slip stitch into the top of that double crochet, and then into the chain 2 space we're putting 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, a chain 1, and 3 more single crochet, all in that chain 3 space that's between the 2 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 3. This is for that center point. All right, and then slip stitch into the top of that double crochet. Four double crochets into the next space. 1, 2, 3, and 4. A slip stitch into the chain 1. Then for the next 4 spaces, you're going to put 5 single crochet into each of these chain 4 spaces with a slip stitch between. So go ahead and finish this side, and then I'll meet you at the bottom. Alright, so once we get to the bottom, the only thing left to do would be to slip stitch into the edge of round 1. Pull up a loop and pull through. And that is the first earring done. So at this point, all you need to do is weave in all your tails, make your second side, and that will be it for this project. Alright, so go ahead and complete your next earring following the exact same steps, but starting on this side. Okay, so go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you what both of mine look like. So I have completed both sides of my earrings, and this is what it looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye!